Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am really sorry that it's taken so long for me to post a video up. It's just that I went to India for a booking, came back, and there's just a backlog of clients and backlog of admin work that I had to get done. So it's just taken so long for me to do it, but I'm slowly getting back into it. I did put a video up a few days ago, I think, with regards to my part 1 of my India trip, so check that out guys. I'll link it down below, and that's the time that I spent in Gujarat and also when I was doing up my bride there. Part 2 is yet to come still. I'm still in the process of editing the clips and whatnot, but that will be our Goa part of the holidays, so that will be coming up shortly. But if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel and click the bell button which is next to it, and that will notify you when I do upload my videos and stuff. But today's video is a first impressions review on this Shape Tape concealer by Tarte. Now I have had this product for I think about a month now, which is really late, I know, but I haven't actually had a chance to use it purely because I've been in India and whatnot. So I thought let's do a video on this with my first impressions, and I have used a few new products in this video that I was testing out as well. So if you want to see what I think of this concealer, then please keep watching. Okay, so I've done my eye makeup and put my lashes on, and then I've put my foundation on as well, and for that I've used the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation in the shade 7.0. Now going on to this concealer, it is massive compared to the other types of concealers that I've seen that are in tubes like this. It is such a big sort of tube, and then when you open it out, it has got a massive doe foot applicator, which can be good because you get more application. I don't know, I mean obviously I've not used it yet, so I will find out and see what difference that makes, but it just looks so chunky. You definitely get a lot more product in it, which is a really good thing. So many people have been comparing it to the Urban Decay concealer, and I am so excited to try it out. I mean, it's been ages since I have got it, but I've not just had a chance to use it. And it came with this sort of blending sponge in a sort of diamond shape, and I'm not too sure about this. I mean, that the texture of it feels a bit odd. Probably it's just because I'm used to my beauty blender sponge, and I did dampen this like I would normally with my beauty blender sponge, and it didn't increase in size or anything. So this is the size it came in, and it feels still quite dry and it doesn't feel quite moist, so maybe that's just the structure of it. But I will be using this because it came along with this, so I'm assuming it's supposed to be really good for Tarte products and stuff, so I'll give it a go and see how it goes. So the shade I'm using is in the shade called Medium. I do have another one in the shade Tan, but I think this one might work a little bit better purely because, as well as concealing like under my eyes, I like to highlight as well. So shade lighter, I'm sure, can't go wrong. So I'm just gonna apply it to the usual areas. Now I usually draw large triangles or upside down triangles under my eyes, but I think I'm just gonna dot it this time because it is so much product on this, and I've heard that a little goes a long way. So I'm just gonna do that first before I do any other areas, and I'm just gonna blend it out with the sponge that it came with. So the coverage on it is insane. Oh my god, there's so much coverage. I'm not actually liking this sponge, I don't think. It feels really dry, and for the coverage, I think the coverage that this concealer comes with or gives off, it's I don't know if it's doing it any justice. It is insane. This has worked so well. Normally when I put concealers under my eyes, I usually put a peach corrector, but I didn't this time because I wanted to just check how good this is. and it's actually covered up quite a lot of my dark pigmentation under my eyes, which I am really, really happy about. Oh my god, this is so good. On camera, when I'm looking at my self in the viewfinder, it's actually looking a lot lighter, but in person it doesn't look that much different to my Urban Decay one. Oh my god, I'm really, really liking this. It's actually got not rid of, but it's kind of hidden my dark pigmentation. Oh, I hope it lasts. It's really, really good. Brilliant. So I'm just going to do the other areas that I like to also highlight, and just I'm going to dot it this time because there is a lot of coverage from this. So just going to use a small amount. Oh, I love this. Down my nose. I'm actually not too keen on this sponge because I don't feel it's doing anything. I think if I use my normal, I don't know if you guys can see, it's all patchy. I think I would rather use my normal Beauty Blender sponge when using this next time, because I feel this is leaving it quite patchy. Even though I've dampened it and sprayed it with my Fix Plus like I normally would my Beauty Blender sponge, it's not doing the same job, I don't feel. So I think I might just get rid of this sponge. Right, so what I'm going to do is just going to set that before that moves, because it has got quite a good coverage, and normally, and it's a lot thicker as well, and normally thicker products tend to crease quite quickly. So I'm just going to go and set that. And to set that, I'm using another new product, which is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Compact, and this is the Microfinishing pressed powder, and it's in the banana shade, which is the yellow one. And I don't know what took me so long in trying to use this. Maybe I was just so used to my Kick-Ass setting powder and my banana loose banana powder by Ben Nye, but this one, everyone was raving about it on Instagram and other social media, so I thought, right, let me get it and check it out. And guys, it is so nice. Like, you just touch it and it is so soft. So I'm really excited to try this out. I have used it once really briefly on my hand as I was just swatching it, but on my face I've not actually used it. So two new products I'm going to be testing out today, and I'm just using my Morphe E49 brush and just applying it underneath. It feels so smooth under my eyes. Like, it feels as if it's gonna try and keep the product there. Like, I actually do like it. The downfall to this is the price. So if you're comparing it to the effectiveness and everything, I mean, it does the job like how the Kick-Ass setting powder does by Soap and Glory, but the price tag on it is like so much better. Like, the Soap and Glory one's probably a quarter of the price of this. So I think I'll use this for special occasions, really. So I'm just going to finish the rest of my face off, and I'm going to do some cream contouring, and I'm using the Becca Lowlight Sculpting Perfector and just using my Real Techniques brush here. This product is really good. You can build up the coverage on this, but it gives the right amount of sort of like a cream contour for me, for my skin. If you're a lot lighter, it will probably come out a lot darker. So just be careful with the amount of product that you go in with, but for me it's working out really well. So I'm just going to go down the side of my nose as well. And along my hairline. Then just to set that contour, I'm going in with the Becca Shadow and Light Bronze Contour Perfector, and I'm literally just mixing the two shades together. That's on the pan here. It's quite powdery, this product, which is what I don't like, because I don't like the powder just falling away, so I do have to tap off a lot of the excess before using it, but the product itself is really good. So just to go down the side of my nose, I'm just using a smaller brush. For my blush, I'm going in with Melba by MAC, which is a really nice light peachy colour. Just using my MAC E51 brush for this. And for my highlighter, I'm using the Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Boozy Brunch, and I'm using my Morphe B8 fan brush for this. I actually really like Morphe brushes, not only just their brushes but their eyeshadows and other cosmetics as well. It's really nice and super affordable, but most of my brushes, I think, in my collection, not only just for myself but for my clients as well, are Morphe brushes. They are so good. For my brows, I'm using the Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil by Benefit. This is just a really quick way of doing my brows. Like when I'm in a rush, I just use this pencil and you're good to go, sort of thing. So I've already tight lined my upper waterline when I did my top parts of my eye makeup, so I'm just going to do the bottom ones, and for that I'm using the Rimmel Scandleyes black eye pencil. And I'm just going under it with a brown eye pencil, and this is by Mememe, but any brow eye pencil would do. Brow eye pencil, did I just say? Brown eye pencil. So then I'm just going to set that with this shade here, which is called Trouble by Morphe. And I'm just using like an angled brush, and I'm literally just packing that on, and this will just help to set the colour. And also because I want to blend it out underneath as well, it'll help to blend out nicely as well. So the top parts of my eye makeup was done using this Nubian palette by Juvias Place, and I used a combination of that shade, that one, that one, that one and that one to create the top parts of the look, but I'm just going to smoke out the bottom one with that shade there. And then for my lashes, I'm just using the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. And finally for my lips, I'm using another new product, which is by Urban Decay, their Vice liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Backtalk. I've been waiting for this shade for such a long time, because every time I go into, I got it from my Debenham store, but every time I go into the Debenham store it's always out of stock, and I think this is their most common, their fast selling shade. But when I went a few weeks ago, this was their last one, so I was like, yes, definitely, I'm taking that. It's supposed to be really, really good, so let's give it a go. It's such a nice springy summery colour. I do really like it. I personally probably would maybe line my lips in a different colour pencil, which is maybe a slightly bit darker than this colour, and then put this on top. I think that would probably work out better for me, for my skin tone. But overall I think it's still a nice colour. I just think it's just because of my skin colour really. I feel that it looks a bit too light, but I think it depends on what I would wear it with. So overall I do really like it, and it feels really comfortable on the lips. It doesn't feel like tacky, or it doesn't feel drying or anything, not right now anyway. Yeah, that is the look complete. I'm just gonna spritz my face with the All Nighter setting spray. Okay, so what did I think of the Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte? I absolutely love it. This is just my first impression, so I've obviously not worn it all day or anything, but just the immediate appearance that I see, I absolutely love it. Now normally, as I said earlier, I have to put a peach or an orange corrector underneath my concealers, especially under my eyes here, but this has done a good enough job in itself. Like, if I did use a peach or an orange corrector under this, literally I think it would do an amazing job, but this on its own has really worked nicely. And I didn't need to use a lot of the products because it is a thicker formula compared to my Urban Decay one. Actually, I'm thinking maybe I should do a battle of the concealers. Maybe I should do one half of the face with the Shape Tape concealer and the other half with the Urban Decay one. That's something that I may do, but let me know if that's something that you guys want to see, because so far the Urban Decay concealer is my favourite one, hands down. And this, now trying this one, it's absolutely, I can't put any words to it. It's really good. The thing that I didn't like is the sponge that it came with. I did dampen it and I did spritz some Fix Plus spray on it and stuff like I would with my normal beauty blender sponge, but it didn't really do the job. It didn't feel as if it was blending it out properly. It felt quite patchy, but for the purpose of using this, I just continued with it. But I think if I used it with my damp beauty blender, maybe it would have just blended out a lot nicely. But overall I absolutely love it, and the fact that I did go for this shade, which was quite light to start off with, I think now that it's soaked into my skin and oxidized if it does, it actually works out really well. So I'm super excited to continue using this. I just pray to God that it lasts, because when you first apply makeup, a lot of them do look really nice, but you just don't know how long it's going to last. So what I will do is I'll wear it for a few hours and I'll check back in just to show you guys really if it has done the job or not. Hey guys, so it's been about 3 hours now since I last recorded. My face has gone a little bit sort of oily looking, so I do need to touch up there, but with regards to the concealer, if I bring it closer, there is no movement there whatsoever. I mean, compared to what I put on, I mean, it's really good. The powder that I put on, the Makeup Forever one, is really good. It still feels nice and soft there, and it hasn't gone oily in that particular area, whereas the other areas have. So I may use that as an overall powder in the future as well. So that's really good. But yeah, I mean, the main thing was this Shape Tape concealer by Tarte, and I really like it. The lips have stayed put for the past 3 hours, and I have had something to eat in the time being as well. So the Urban Decay Vice liquid lipstick is really good as well. I mean, it says it's transfer proof as well. So I'm actually really liking it. So my last final verdict of the, well, I would say of all three, the Shape Tape Concealer, the Makeup Forever Banana Pressed Powder, and the liquid lipstick by Urban Decay, I loved them all, and I think I will probably be getting more shades, especially of the concealers. I have had a darker one, ordered a darker Shape Tape concealer, and I'm going to use that as a contour shade as well, because I think that would work really well. But overall, I'm in love with the products and would highly recommend them. Thanks for watching, guys. If there's any other videos that you guys want to see me do, please comment below and I will try and get them done as soon as possible. But in the meantime, take care and I'll see you guys in my next video.